Hello and welcome everybody back to Felix von Ungentlemanly Warfare of Anno 1800. It's Kebablord and well, I'm going to prepare something special in this episode because, as you might know, I'm willing to reorganize the new world now that we have brought our new capital into this lovely state. I think it's really looking great so far. Once we are going to build the outskirts and so on, it will also look more natural. And we even have an industry district here, so that is also something that we can modify, especially with the power plant being placed in a way that a lot of space is being lost here since we added this district here recently, but that is something that we can fix in the future. But we have a lot of space available, and we are going to need it. But before we are going to focus further on the old world, it's time to focus again on the new world.
Changes, I hope?
And as I also announced, I think it was in the last episode, I plan on reorganizing the entire new world, and I know that this is going to be a huge pain in the ass. And I also know that I need a lot of airships for that. Now, some of you might be wondering, okay, if you need airships, why did you build so many normal cargo ships? The reason is simple. I need them for buying items. I'm going to sell them later. So, we have a lot of gas available in Cape Trelawney.
Your leadership.
I mean, we can see it here under construction materials. We have over 400 tons available. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the route for gas. And I'm very likely going to hate myself for that for a while, especially if I forget to turn it on again. Where is it? Ah, here. So yeah, let's pause it. Good. So this is now being paused. We have a ship that is being paused. That is nice. Then there's another step. I'm going to use the... Am I going to use the Silver Hope for that? No, I don't think so.
Stations.
I will use 2 of those and send them to the new world. They need to deliver building materials. But since we are also using advanced building materials on all the islands in the new world, you can already see where this is leading to. And I will hate myself for that. But hey, we can add more stations. So, we have here 7 islands to add. You will go from here. Oh, wait. You're coming from down there. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was a stupid decision. So the last one will be put a little bit further, so a little bit earlier, I mean. Yes, that looks like a way better plan. You're going to unload all these building materials there. Okay, there's also bricks. That is great. Wait, we have cities in Cape Trelawney where you are not delivered. Ah yeah, I was confused there. Yeah, that it is going down. So, Manorborn. Yeah, it would be great to see the number here. That's probably here and there. Yeah, we also want to unload the building materials there. And that way we get the advanced goods also into the new world. Of course, now the trade route will have a traveling time of around 30 to 40 minutes. But hey, so accept. So, and we will build another building material route in the new world. So that all these islands are supplied with wood. And then I will do the unthinkable. But just as an announcement, because people were apparently skipping a heartbeat when I did that to the very, very, very old capital, I will demolish all islands. You heard me right. all of them. Because I want to make sure that we have tractors wherever possible. We will also go for oil wherever possible. So that we are going to save a lot of space. Do we have oil on our coffee island? Yes, we do. So that we can use that on our coffee plantations. That is great. We can use more advanced items. And I can already tell you... Oh, new soundtrack. I'm also going to demolish the cities. As I said, I'm going to demolish everything. And rebuild it from scratch. That will probably make it easier instead of trying to optimize everywhere. And I'm also going to build a proper supply with basic materials of a new world for each island, so that everyone here has most of their needs fulfilled. Something that I originally already intended, but hey. And I will use airships for the mass transport to the old world. Like I'm already doing for the new capital. And that means I need like 10 airships. Will be set for the influence, but hey, that's something that we can fix later. So, I will now wait, and I will now have to wait until the ships have arrived. In the meantime, hey, all you lovely boats! How about you all go here on a big shopping spree? Isn't that something? But yeah, that means also that the rebuilding of a new world, and that is why I'm going, why I have created the building materials route. I mean, modified it, and why I'm also going to create a new one.
From its voyage.
Is I need those resources.
Fleet ready? Fleet on the move.
Yeah, I need more depots everywhere, so that we have a proper storage capacity, like at minimum 600 tons, so that we can do everything here very quickly.
Celebrate your leadership.
Oh, I forgot I also had a coffee plantation. Do I even have roast?
We are
there
out
they
of
are.
room.
Alright, that is the coffee for the new capital. I forgot. It hasn't even been that long since I built it. But okay. Well. So, NW build mats 1. NW build mats 2. I just wish I also had more time each day. Because aside from Anno 1800, as I already said, I want to start with the Anno 1404 History Edition. And I still have that little project for Stronger Crusader that I want to start. I did not have a time for that yet. Yeah, here I already created the build mats route. Good, that seems to work. But you're getting some reinforcement. Yeah, and then we can build also some proper cities. Let them grow. Yeah, there will be a city dedicated to, well, we already have that here with the fried plantain production and the poncho ghana production. And tortilla production that is going to supply the entire new world. And we have all that space available. That will be funny. Okay, in the meantime, while all these resources are being transported, and I'm pretty sure that I soon will have to build a few more depots.
Cargo stations.
What makes you think I trust you?
It's time to get your stuff buying. Cool, Spectacle Factory, I accept you. Instead of fish oil, the building processes cacao. Yeah, it produces extra chocolate, but...
Not everything of yours is out in the open.
But it can actually carry our entire chocolate production if we do it properly. Yeah, I'm going to put that on our fried plantain island, and if possible, it will aid us. So, anything fancy here except Lady Lou?
Just how is your conscience?
Lady Lou was interesting for that ship. Postal banker, yeah, not really that exciting. What do we get here? Get police station, universities are totally worthless for us. Affects oil power plant occasionally I want that. Wouldn't that be interesting if we are able to get oil power plants that are actually powering themselves? So cigar factory, that is quite important. Not that important. Okay, another engineer. I don't mind. So you can already go to Cape Trelawney.
Hold the crane.
Not everything of yours is out in the open.
So do we get here anything interesting? Income price plus 25%. Yeah, money has no meaning again. Ironwork and foundries can be improved. Yeah, we don't need Japan.
To your stations.
God scourges those with something to hide. I'm watching your every move.
Cargo stations.
Not everything of yours is out in the open.
Ready for action.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment.
More happiness is always good. These ships are going to be so strong for expeditions. Unfortunately, I don't like expeditions, so we never know if we are ever going to find out. So just in case I'm ever dealing with clocks.
What makes you think I trust you?
So, Elliot Blitz is quite
Ollie, I report
interesting.
in.
and
Not
might be
everything of
someone that
yours
we
is
want.
out in the open.
Cargo stations.
What makes you think I trust you?
Dum dum dum. Alright, we want to pass some time in the game. Champagne cellar and rum distilleries. Yep, going to get that one. And we
Battle
have
deck
here
to
again
attention.
items that are useful for...
God scourges those with something to hide.
Useful for warships. Archbishop Archibald.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So apparently rolling the dice is not yet important. Yeah, reroll costs. Yeah, would be great if you would tell me how much it costs, but hey. Yeah, damage to steamships, that is also something that we can... There's also something that we might have to transport from
I
our
am the
capital
instrument
soon.
to bear out his
All the
judgment.
items that can be equipped on ships. I don't think we are going to need 2 of them, but just in case.
Only
Please
are
go to
reporting
Capture
in.
Not
Hallmann.
everything of yours is out in the open.
Nothing interesting here. Oh, I get it, Jafan. For being epic, he appears quite often. So who do we have here? Charcoal kiln occasionally produces extra caoutchouc. I believe you already got that travel agent. Ah, god damn it. I should have saved him first. So, Dravon Gust. Again.
I'm watching your every move.
Actors are great to have. I can also be only be put into military ships. I forgot. Okay, what do we get here? Maximum residence plus 30. Yeah, but I don't need residence. Lady Hunt's advice. Yeah, that's good now that we killed her. She was a wise, warmongering woman. May we never see her again. But apparently she's also also able to speak from the afterlife, as we found out a couple of episodes ago. A pantry chef. So, do you want the ship's
To
chaplain?
your stations.
You know what? We are
I
just
am the
going to get
instrument
him.
to bear out his judgment.
Good. So
How
you can also
thrilling!
go to.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Ah. Okay, by the way, how much gas do we have? Okay. We lost less than 10% so far, while in the meantime we have been building up
The festival has ended.
enough gas for building another airship. Very good.
Your city has grown
So
ugly.
time to go back to the old world and see what we can do there.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Yeah, there's something we're going to hear.
Not
quite
everything of yours
often. Mr.
is
Garrick
out
is
in the open.
very important. I believe everyone should have a Mr. Garrick. Affects all mines and quarries. Yeah,
Your
might
ship
be
has
interesting
returned
to
from its
boost
voyage.
our existing mines. Whom do we have here?
Your ship has
A
returned from its
poncho
voyage.
darner. Okay, a poncho darner improvement. Okay, done.
Hold the crane.
I'm watching your every move.
Pearl farm that produces extra fish oil, not really necessary.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Captains of industry is always great. Charcoal kiln with more caoutchouc, yes please. We might even put him into one of our, into an extra trade union in the capital.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Another Mr. Garrick.
Cargo boat at the ready.
My life is my prison.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
I'm confident that you can shut up for now. So, do you have here? Yeah, that is acceptable. Productivity plus 20%. Yeah, how about we get that? Effect resilience plus 15% workforce, that is great. Plus 40% income rise! Oh yeah, I need that.
The festival has ended.
That, in an investor
Hold the
district,
The
crane.
city has grown
is
ugly.
pure gold, literally.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment.
Another Archibald. Gives us faith. Another 40%. It seems like we are now getting the better items. Cigar factory. Instead of wood veneers, we will... Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
We can safely say that we now
New
got some
orders.
very strong personalities that are going to help us in restructuring the new world.
Scourges those with something to hide.
Plus 7. Plus 7 heavy happiness, yeah, that is great. Workforce plus 50% in case I need a new worker district.
Your ship has returned from its
Again, a
voyage.
master confectioner, which is also going to be super useful.
Hold the crane.
My life is my prison.
Another Mr. Garrick. Sugarcane production that produces extra cacao. Cacao that we can use. Another is hunter cabins that produce beef. Okay. Yeah, she's good. because we just got so many great items in just one run. Fur dealer, substitute workforce, employs workforce.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
I need her. Okay, okay. Less cotton necessary. Isn't that great? Just...
Ship constructed.
Wow. Okay, that was a good ride. A very good ride. I have to revisit a few of the items here. So, something that we can still do while the new world is still
for you in my tragedy.
having all these resources being delivered. No, thank you. I don't want to talk to you. We can actually start with a production of champagne. Aside from upbuilding that little district. So how much champagne do we need? Alright, I deactivated that need, therefore it is not being displayed. Which is, in my opinion, totally retarded, but okay. Am I still not seeing it? Oh. That's why. So now the big question is, of course, where are we going to place the champagne district? We are very likely going to need another fuel depot somewhere. Here we can see the charcoal. I could place a trade union here, affect 3 of them, and they would all produce caoutchouc. I don't want to have a railroad that goes until here. Ah, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Unless I give that champagne a special taste by building the vineyards here.
The festival has ended.
On the other hand, do we really need that much timber? Can we also afford a railroad track to go up until here? Also not really. Unless we do... yeah, a vineyard around that area. That sounds good. It's also not that far off. And then we can build a fuel depot like here.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Unfortunately, we don't know. Ah, no, we need 5 champagne. How much do we have in store? Over 500 tons, okay, and we need 5 per minute.
If it's a fight you want, a fight. Should I scrub
Yeah,
that
fuck
mark
you.
from your name?
So, okay, 1 per 30 seconds. Meaning with electricity, it's 1 per 15 seconds, that means 4 per minute. If I build 2 of them, we produce 8 per minute and we only need 5, so that seems like a very good ratio to me. But yeah, right next to the schnapps industry. Sounds like, looks like a good spot. Okay, that means of course we have now advanced needs in regards of grapes. We need 8 per minute, and we know that tractor... Ah yeah, right, they're not producing that much. Productivity plus 200%, so it can in
Very
theory go
well.
up to 300%. If I would use items, it would be even stronger.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Do I have in the items for a trade union already something that would affect our farms? Yeah, cacao plantation, red pepper vineyard. Yeah, the meta winning producer is interesting for us. Okay. We are going to build one of them in blueprint mode. Because with the occasional extra champagne, we are going to get so much more. So you will get here the medal winning producer. That should be enough by now, for now. We won't even need that many farms at once, okay.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
That should actually already be sufficient. But just for the sake of overproduction. So, our farms have arranged until here, that is good, that means we can now build here a fuel depot and won't have any issues.
I'm missing
So, then of course, we have a new intermediate okay, now we have the perfect glass ratio. So in theory, yeah, produces 4 per minute, but since we have here vineyards that occasionally produce extra champagne, apparently that occasional is very low. But do we actually have enough grapes? Nope, we don't, but they are also not yet supported. Now they are getting their deliveries. And then the production rises And it should go to up to 340%. And now we should have... Oh, well, that still can be felt. In regards of grapes, we are producing 7. Since we actually do now need that second building, well...
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Are we though? Expert hunter occasionally produces extra wool. Yeah, that is acceptable. Good. Here we are going to build another collection for a small warehouse. That we can then upgrade, and also you get an upgrade.
The festival has ended. The people celebrate your leadership.
So that should then really be enough.
Your city has grown uglier.
What is with glass now with the additional building? You're still telling me that there's enough glass being produced? That feels a little bit off. Are you sure that you are updating game? Well, we'll see once gas is running short. In the meantime, do we have more gas here?
Altitude stable.
At least a little bit. Okay, so... alright. Ah, that's because we are missing oil again.
Nothing remotely straight.
Okay, and now? Ah, now we see there are issues. Not really surprising though. You could now go with 29, but in return you need more quartz sand. That is correct.
Your city has grown uglier.
I'm used to the best. And
Good, and now we can start loading all these items in
People
there.
celebrate your leadership.
And don't get me
It's
wrong,
not
there are
prepared.
some really great items. Okay, so here we have a shortage of people living.
With just a bit more
I
heart.
have fried plantains for a shortage. We're going to fix it all one day.
capital.
So, we know you're happy with plus 29. We know that you have way less gramophones. That is also something that we need to fix. But we are not going to do that now. Especially since the episode is nearly over.
Aye.
So the Great Eastern is of course the perfect ship for expeditions.
Ready for action. To your stations.
Begin the turn.
Ready for action.
On our way. Room to maneuver.
Aye.
So now comes the big magic. I mean, here we already have some great items. Here we have a full investor district. Here we get, okay, everyone gets champagne. Here I want a Mr. Garrick. So that everyone gets jewelry and pocket watches. Gordon the Master Grocer, I don't care. You get also a Mr. Garrick. Everybody needs a Mr. Garrick. Income per house plus 25%. That is nice. Also the attractiveness level, but I don't care. Here I have a Mr. Garrick. And instead of plus 25%, we could also go for plus 40. And here you can now see how the numbers are rising. And that is actually quite okay. So we could now also go for a district with full plus 40% income and so on, but you can see it already, how much of an effect this has on our balance. Yeah, you guys get pocket watches and jewelry.
I'd achieve more in a better habitat.
Oh, do you also want a Mr. Garrick? Unfortunately, we are out of Mr. Garrick. That item is not available.
The environs are, quite frankly, ghastly.
Oh, and you're not in range of Mr. Garrick. Oh well, as long as we average happiness is good enough. Okay then. Are we going to deal with the gramophones in the next episode? Do I actually want that? Totally don't like their production. So, what do we have here? Jewelers instead of gold for building processed gold ore, that is good. Jewelers occasionally produce pocket watches, something that is interesting. occasionally produces extra gold. So that is for the cigars. Fix cacao plantation, caoutchouc plantation, cotton plantation. It's not for here. Fix champagne cellar and rum distillery. Productivity plus 40%. That's something that we could do, but this is not worth it at the moment. Spectacle factories that are producing glass could be interesting. They're here so far away. So spectacle factories are producing extra glass. Let's see how much glass we are now producing in the intermediate products. Wow, that was totally not worth the 20 influence we just paid. But okay. Poncho Dana, Bomban Weaver, that was not interesting here. Coffee roaster is interesting. Artisanal kitchen plus 40%. Yeah, we are fine with that. Fix bicycle factory instead of steel building processes iron. With iron, I guess I mean iron ore. Yep. I mean, we could cut the crap with all the furnaces and so on. But there's another item that we definitely want to put there that we just got, and that is that these here are only taking wool. Fix cigar factory. So fix. Yeah, that is again for the other world. That could have been interesting for vineyard, but not yet. Affects hunting cabin, affects cacao plantation. Chocolate factory. Instead of sugar, we will process coffee beans. Oil power plant occasionally produces extra oil. The fur dealer, instead of its usual workforce, employs workforce instead of cotton fabric for building processes wool. There's something that
always harder with someone at your shoulder.
Okay, so what else do we have for items? Coffee roaster, we already know that. So oil power plant, do we have an oil power plant that is in reach of a trade union? That's sad. So, but we can build that one there. And darn it! Oh, you don't need that piece of road. But that piece of track is needed. What is it though? So we want to see how you are producing extra oil. So, we have here in regards of all goods, oil, 45 production on the island. If we are not putting that building in there. Also takes way less fire. Let's see, is it still 45? 49! Wow, so, it's actually strong enough to make sure that the power plant oil power plant is not only self-sufficient, but is also producing a bit extra oil to supply others. That's actually quite hard. Quite heavy, the effect. So here with that we can decrease the workforce needed for animal farms. Animal farms are like those
No
here,
space left here.
but they don't even need that much anymore. Now question is, where do I have all my wool farms? Here. So we need now of course way more wool. Oh yeah, we do. Holy shit. So that should in theory do it. Not yet. And now we have that. We are not in need of that much cotton anymore. Basically no cotton at all. Which of course leads us to a heavy overproduction of cotton. Yeah. Because we now need 20 less. Instead, 20 wool, which we are getting. So the question is, are we producing enough grain? Yes. Though not for that long. We might have to build another grain farm soon. Crop farm or whatever. Yeah, running at 300%, isn't that great? I have an idea. So you guys need an additional upgrade to handle all what is about to happen. So those are quite many grain farms. If you now get one of the master planters who increase the production of grain farms. Spell factory, jewelers, effective clockmakers. Occasionally produces extra tobacco. And with that we would need more modules. So but that also means they all need more, so I need to draw the entire field again. Oh wait, that one is not even affected. Yeah,
Fields
it's
might
not.
help.
Okay, so that can be back here.
We put our love into.
So now those should be running with a few more percent. Perfect. Now we are producing way more grain than beforehand. We have this big grain corner here. Oh, it looks interesting.
Heard above the madding crowd.
Okay, so you also deserve an upgrade here, be happy. And apparently we need a few more workers. Okay, game. I gotcha. So, still any base production that is dangerous? Nope. Of course not. Yeah, we are doing really well here. Perfect. Let's take a look in the new world if our endeavors here are making any progress. We have here the first islands with full storages of base materials. Though I need steel wherever possible. So what are you?
Stable.
Coffee. Okay.
Your strategy is flawed.
When in doubt, I will not only have to bring a few items with my ships that are necessary for the southern world, but also a few resources. Speed things up a little. So, how's our gas? 1/4 has already been used. That is acceptable. What do we have here? 58. Yeah, we could make a few more. I guess it's now time to take a thumbnail and finish the episode. And, well, since buying items is not that exciting. Oh wait, I wanted to produce caoutchouc. Charcoal kiln productivity plus 30%. Occasionally produces
How
caoutchouc.
thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
How much caoutchouc are we now producing? 2. Coffee roasters that produce coffee beans. Yeah, we also need to get all of that out. Yeah, so many items to transport. I guess we are going to do that in the next episode, aside from the gramophone production. By the way, if I go back to Kebablord, I mean, we would need caoutchouc for penny farthings, right? How many penny farthings do we actually need?
I feel it reflects the times.
Too many.
You look as radiant as ever.
What are they doing with that penny farthing? Shoving them up their asses?
Good waters.
For sharks.
The
Just to
festival
make
has
them
ended.
happy. Oh yeah, as I said, gramophones and item transport. Oh yeah,
Your
and
city
still
has grown ugly.
thumbnail. So, as always, I hope you liked this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Again, always a great feedback for me. It makes me happy. It motivates me further to continue. And yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, and whatever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And if you... sorry, it's late. If you want to get in touch with me or the community directly, you may of course always join the community Discord. You will find an invitation link in the video description down below. And if you want to get notified whenever I upload something new, then, well, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, that notifications are activated, so that you don't miss anything out. And with that, I say goodbye, and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye.